Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something pretty groundbreaking. Advanced Therapy Medicinal Products, or ATMPs.
That's right.
We're talking gene therapies, cell therapies, really revolutionary stuff. Treatments that could just fundamentally change medicine.
Absolutely. Transformative potential.
But, taking these from a lab concept to actually treating a patient in a hospital,
Yeah.
that seems like a whole different challenge, a really complex one.
It absolutely is. And what's really fascinating, I think, is just how intricate it all gets.
Right.
I mean, unlike a standard pill, ATMPs often involve living cells, sometimes genetically modified materials. And that demands just incredibly strict quality control.
At every single step.
Every single step, from the moment they're made through how they're stored, often at ultra-low temperatures, right up to the point of administration.
Mm.
It creates some pretty unique hurdles for hospitals, for doctors and nurses, and yeah, even for the regulators.
Okay, so that's our mission for this deep dive then. Let's try and pull out the most critical bits of information on how hospitals are actually building the quality systems they need for these really cutting-edge therapies.
Sounds good.
We want to explore those essential parts that, make sure patients are safe and these products actually work for you, the person needing the treatment.
Exactly. Patient safety and product effectiveness.
Okay, let's dig in. Looking at the sources, what are the sort of core pillars hospitals are focusing on? How are they managing these really complex ATMPs effectively? What's the foundation look like?
Well, if you sort of boil it all down, it really comes back to four main priority actions. First, and maybe most critical, is taking a risk-based approach.
Okay, risk-based. What does that mean in practice?
Well, think about it. These aren't stable chemicals, right? They're living therapies. A slight temperature change, maybe a bit too much light exposure, it could compromise the whole thing.
Wow, yeah.
So hospitals use these really detailed tools like failure mode, effects, and criticality analysis, FMICA. It's basically a way to map out systematically every single thing that could possibly go wrong.
Every single.
From manufacturing right through to the moment it reaches the patient. And then you build safeguards around each potential failure point. It's kind of like predicting problems before they happen and stopping them.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Proactive, not reactive. So you map the risks, but then who are the key people actually handling these super sensitive therapies? It must come down to the staff, right?
You're spot on. That's the second priority. Really strengthening the skills and knowledge of everyone involved. Healthcare professionals, technical staff.
Yeah.
These are just average drugs any nurse or pharmacist can handle. You need highly qualified people, clinicians, nurses, pharmacists, yes, but also specialized GMP technicians.
GMP. Good manufacturing practice.
Exactly. Good manufacturing practice. They need specific training on handling cells, maybe cryopreservation, sticking to really strict regulatory rules. And because this field changes so fast, continuous education isn't just a nice to have, it's essential.
Yeah.
Non-negotiable.
Right. The level of precision must be incredible.
It has to be. A whole new skill set, really.
Okay, so you have the skilled people, but they can't just do this anywhere in the hospital, I imagine. What about the actual space, the equipment? How specialized does that need to be?
Well, that leads right into the third priority. The validation and maintenance of qualified facilities and equipment. It's crucial.
So like special clean rooms?
Often, yes. Hospitals might need dedicated GMP-compliant areas, almost like a mini manufacturing site inside the hospital itself. You're talking things like biosafety cabinets, those sterile enclosed workstations for handling cells safely, preventing contamination. And you need incredibly tight control over things like air cleanliness, temperature, humidity. It's very precise. And then there's the equipment itself, cell culture machines, flow cytometry machines for checking the cells. That all needs regular preventative maintenance.
Yeah.
It's about creating this completely controlled environment.
Wow. That sounds like a huge investment and undertaking.
Yeah.
And with so many complex steps, skilled people, special rooms, how do they possibly keep track of it all? What's the final piece here?
Yeah, that brings up a really vital point. Documentation. You absolutely need robust documentation systems, often electronic these days.
For traceability.
Exactly. Complete traceability. Throughout the product's entire journey. That means detailed records of, well, everything. Patient selection, how the product was handled, storage conditions, any side effects or adverse events, even tiny deviations from the protocol.
Like a flight recorder for the therapy.
Kind of, yeah. It's about full accountability. And importantly, this ties directly into partnering. Yeah, strong communication within the hospital team, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, technicians is vital. But so is collaborating outside the hospital. with the actual manufacturers of the ATMP and with the regulatory agencies. Nobody can manage this complexity in isolation.
Okay, so putting it all together,
Mm.
what does this mean for us, for patients? It seems like managing ATMPs in hospitals isn't just about the cool new therapy itself.
Right at all.
It's this whole sophisticated ecosystem, right? Complex processes, highly skilled people, these dedicated facilities, managing risk proactively, tracking everything meticulously, and everyone working together.
Precisely. And understanding all these interconnected parts, well, it gives us really valuable insights for building these adaptive quality systems. Systems that ensure patients can actually get these therapies safely while still allowing innovation to happen.
And if we can really nail the delivery of the complex logistics of these truly personalized advanced therapies, what kind of possibilities does that open up for you, for everyone looking for treatments for diseases that maybe seemed unbeatable before?
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah. How many more medical frontiers might we cross once we truly master this?